Hello everyone and welcome back to X4. Okay then, so as I've said in the last episode, this will be the last outing of this series because we have a new game coming in and I would like to switch over to that one. At this point, the game is basically a waiting game. We are just basically waiting for money to come in and we can build more. Yeah. I think I showed you pretty much everything that I can show you in the game. Obviously, there might be some other stuff that I have missed, but you know what? That's fine. I have shown you everything that I know about the game, basically. So yeah, tell you what, I still want to get my hands on the CETA parts, so tell you what, let's start guidance to the Habitation choice jump gate once again. I will undock and enable autopilot so we can get on our way, and in the meantime let's sort things out. So that's fine. Grand Exchange Station, I think, yeah, I suppose we can keep getting the money out of the station. It's going to be fine. I would like to finish building the reach station at this in this episode, so tell you what, let's focus on that. Let's take a look at the storages, and okay, the Claytronics are coming in. I think we need to take care of the whole parts ourselves. Let's sort out 2 more deliveries. But by the way, what is this? Are we attacking something? I know we have this criminal ship here, but what is this noise? Okay, never mind. So I think the Tiberius is dealing with the whole parts deliveries. And is this station restocked now? So let's trade, and yeah, okay, it is stocked once again. Transfer to the build storage. There we go. Can I do it one more time? Yes, I can. It is less than it was before, so the station is once again empty. Transfer wares. Okay, we are still missing a little bit less than 2,000, so we still have quite a ways to go, but we are getting there. That's most important. Right. I will check back on this a little bit later. At that point, the station should be stocked again, so that's going to be fine. Okay then, the heretics and headquarters. Now you are missing, right, the Palladium and the smart chips. How many of each? So this one 500 and 400. Okay. I think at this point I will actually buy a vulture for it. Might as well. Yeah, right. We have the money, so I see no reason not to. Although a vulture might be a small overkill, but it's fine. I don't mind. So let's just buy a vulture. This is going to be basic, I think. I don't want to go overboard. Yeah, even Mark 1 shields will do. Yeah, obviously no turrets and the bare bone basic software. That's fine. Even no service crew, just a captain. Yeah, I just want to use this ship as a delivery vehicle for the research parts. So yeah, let's go ahead and buy it. It will be finished in 1 minute. Good. Okay, so anyways, we are approaching the Habitation choice jump gate once again. Obviously, I am not going to jump into the Xenon sector now because I think I have learned my lesson. But I still want to get my hands on the CETA parts, so we will park ourselves right next to it. Okay, I suppose we can do a bit of tinkering with the Reach solar power plant. Yeah, we have a long way to go, so might as well. So, land build, and well, we might as well expand the station a bit. Basically what I had in mind is, first things first, let's get out of the build interface, manage the plot. I would like to make it a little bit longer on the, I believe the the Z axis. I think needs at least 2 kilometers in each direction, I think. Right, I will not buy the license just yet. Continue, and I would like to add one more of these solar panels in each direction. Okay, confirm, and we will go back to the plot and I will shrink it back down as much as we can, which is not going to be anything. Okay, we can buy the license, and I don't really think we really need to have it being this tall, but you know what, it's fine. I believe we could shrink it down on the y-axis. Yes, we could. But you know what? It's fine. Maybe someday we will make it taller. I don't know. Yeah, by the way, even though the series ends with this episode, I am not going to rule out possible continuation at a later date. Who knows? We might continue, we might not. But for the time being, this series will end. Anyways, so the station is good at this point. Yeah, that looks correct. So yeah, this will increase. By the way, we are on location, right? Yes, we are. Okay, so as I've said, we will park ourselves right in front of the jump gate, and now this time I think I will actually face away from the jump gate. So first things first, what is the range of our flag turrets? Encyclopedia, flag. This one, the range is 3 kilometers. Okay, so I think I will park myself 5 kilometers away from the jump gate. Should do it. Basically, as ships come out of the jump gate, they will move a little bit, you know, at a faster speed, and then they will stop. So I think 5 kilometers should do it quite nicely. So let's park ourselves 5 kilometers in front of the jump gate, and then I will turn around. I want to turn around because I want to make sure that if a destroyer jumps through, and then, you know, we can leave immediately. And we can stop now. Okay, and now we just turn around and we will be in the perfect position. Yeah, I think at this point I am not going to leave it up to the AI. I will be in the pilot seat all the time. Because, well, in between episodes I did give it a try. I told the AI to keep patrolling the area, and that did nothing for the XP. So yeah, I think I will just leave it like this. That's going to be fine. Okay, so what did we receive from these drops? Nevidium oxide, processing panel, heuristic core. Nothing that I'm all that interested in, unfortunately. What about this one? Ooh, there we go. Damaged singularity engine. Exactly what I was hoping for. Anything else? Nothing. Okay, this damaged singularity engine is big. This is another part of this CETA. Can we scoop it up from this far away? No, we cannot. Okay. Well, we need to abandon position and scoop up this one because this is exactly what we need. So let's just get a bit closer. That will do it, and scoop. Now, at this point, we only need the flux capacitor. Very good. We might be able to knock this one out in this episode. That would be pretty great. So, once this one is on board, we will move back to the jump gate.
Thanks for your help,
Ooh, lovely. We managed to get to the next level with Hatekwa's League, which is great, but I don't think I will bother with the promotion ceremony in this episode. Who knows? Maybe in the next series. Anyways, I think...
I wish this stupid machine would leave me alone. Oops. That was a bit of a wild shot. Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I think we can manage. So, anyways, I will park myself 5 to 6 kilometers away from the jump gate. That's going to be fine. And we will start camping this place. Obviously, as I've said, we will be facing away from the jump gate because I want to make sure we can escape ASAP. Okay, so at this point, all we need is the flux capacitor, and then we can make a CETA. Another programmable field array. That's great, but that's not what we need. Okay, then I will just keep camping this place, and I suppose we will check back from time to time. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Okay, let's keep expanding our empire. So, the Reach solar power plant, now that we have expanded it, the construction budget is now 7 million. That's a lot more than it was before. That's fine. So, anyways, the voucher is finished now. So, tell you what is missing once again? Okay, yeah, the 500 Terradianium and the 400 smart chips. Well, we do have a refinery right here, so tell you what, let's pick it up. So 500 of this stuff. 500, confirm, and 400 smart chips, right? Can I find one of those here? Yeah, we have one of these right there. Okay, so 400 of this, please. 400. There we go. And confirm. And let's just go ahead and dump it into the heretic sand station. Transfer wares. There and there. Confirm. Okay, at this point the heretic sand station don't need any money, so we can close this one back. Confirm. Good. Okay, so that takes care of that. And let's just make sure we have no extra deliveries, so just the voucher and just the voucher. Perfect. Okay, so I think we can knock this one out in this episode, and we might do one of the EMP bombs on one of the habitation modules. Now, the thing is, I don't really know which habitation modules. The thing is, I don't think this station can fit the Taladi habitation modules. Let's take a look at some of the stations. Yeah, I think this is the Taladi habitation module. Basically these mushroom shapes. I don't think this one would fit on the station, although it might. Let me see. It really overhangs this cross module. So if we take a look at the Grand Exchange Station, yeah, definitely it will not fit. I think we will have to use the Argon habitation modules for this, because they are a lot narrower. They are taller but a lot narrower, so they definitely can fit on top of these cross modules. So the next problem is that, well, if we are going to use the Argon modules for this, then that means that we might need to go pretty far away to pick up the food for the workers. I think the medical supplies shouldn't be a big problem. They are, I think, universal, but the food for the workers might be a problem. Let's see, do we have any... Oh, there we go. We have a food ration factory a couple of jumps away, but not as close as I would like. Maybe in Silent Witness, do we have any? Not really. We have a medical supply factory, but that's not what I'm looking for. We need a food factory. Oh well, it's not too far away, so I think we can manage, but still not the most ideal. Anyways, how are we on this one? Do we have any flux capacitors nearby? Unfortunately, no luck with the flux capacitor, but that's fine. They will drop eventually. It's basically inevitable, it's just a matter of when, not if. Anyways, yeah, let's keep scooping and then I will take a look at the stations once again. Okay, we still don't have what we need, so let's keep camping. Okay, so how is the Grand Exchange Station these days? We have 600,000. Yeah, I think we don't really... Although, should we give it to the Reach solar power plant? This one is... You know what? At this point, the whole parts factory should be restocked. So tell you what, let's do a couple of extra trips. So trade and... Yeah, exactly. Although I don't think this is the max amount, so I don't think it is stocked fully. So yeah, let's just buy as much as we can and keep transferring it to the the Reach station. That is confirmed. If I want to try it again, trade, and yeah, the station is empty. Okay, fine. It should restock before we run out of trips, so that's going to be fine. Now, as for the vulture, you should be... Okay, you are going to pick up the smart chips, that's fine. In hindsight, I might have been better off giving it the travel engines, but it's fine, it will take care of it. Should we switch out the Tiberius with a vulture at this point? You know what? After we are done with the all parts deliveries, I think I will. At this point, I see no reason not to give the pilot a lot bigger ship, because yeah, as much as I love the Mercury for sentimental reasons, the Vulture is obviously a lot better trading ship. It has a lot bigger cargo capacity. So yeah, after we are done with these whole parts deliveries, we will switch out the Tiberius and we will have Tiberius 2. Anyways, do we have any drop stuff? Yes, we do. What do we have in the area? Processing unit, catalyst, and Nividium oxide. And right here, remote detonator. Yeah, not exactly the stuff that I am all that interested in. You know, I don't think this station is getting built as fast as possible. I think we might have a construction vessel that is not fully stocked with construction drones. So tell you what, first things first, the Odysseus, make sure you are not going to leave, so remove all orders and assignments. Now it should stand still if you leave. Yeah, tell you what, I will jump into the Pegasus. Control D and jump into the Pegasus, please. I would like to take a quick look at that construction vessel. So the Reach, and let's target this guy. So I think we need to be on location because we cannot check the loadout from far away. So we need to be right here to check. I just want to make sure if it is not as well stocked as possible, I think I will release it and hire a new one, because obviously that would be a lot more efficient. So yeah, let's just go there.
Autopilot engaged.
In the meantime, let's keep an eye on stuff. So information on the Grand Exchange Station. It is building back the money quite nicely, but obviously it is nowhere near the max budget yet. Heretic Sand, obviously it is okay. The voucher is... okay, it picked up the smart chips. Very good. Can you please go and drop them off at the Heretic Sand station? It is undocking right now, right? Oh, it is docking now. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, now we have the smart chips. Good.
System Argon Prime.
And the Tiberius is busy delivering the whole parts. Good. Okay, anyways, thanks to the Pegasus, this one shouldn't take too long. Yeah, this ship is fast. Anyways, the Reach solar power plant. Now it is only 5 million missing from the construction budget. But we are delivering the whole parts ourselves, so it is not completely representative. Anyways, can I check? I don't think we can without them getting angry with us if we don't have the police license, so we might need to leave relatively quickly. Anyways, let's get a bit closer. So, stop. Oh wait, this is the Antigone Republic. It's fine. Anyways, can I check your loadout now? No, I cannot. Okay, I think we need to scan. So, scanning mode and Shift F.
That's not allowed.
Sorry. So, can I check now? Yes. Okay, so it has deployables. Not, that's not it. Construction draws. Okay, it has 50 and it can only use 30 at a time, so it is building as fast as physically possible. So that answers that. We don't need to hire a new one. Oh well. At least now we know. I was kind of hoping that it would have less than 30, so we can, you know, hire a better one, but well, apparently this is as fast as we can go. Okay then, let's go ahead and head back to the Odysseus, I suppose. In fact, I will get out of the pilot seat and I will leave it to the AI. I want to dock as fast as possible. So can you please first remove all orders and then dock at the Odysseus. Okay, while we are waiting, obviously take a look at the voucher, for example. Okay, so it is delivering. Yeah, I definitely should have bought a travel engine for this guy. But, you know, as soon as it is on the highway, yeah, I don't think we need to worry about this too much. It will get there when it gets there. It's fine. Now, I would have to take a look. Where can we look for a habitation module?
Entering system Argon Prime.
Basically, any of the station will do as long as they have one. I think this might be it. No, wait, I think this is the big one, the large. I am only really interested in the small habitation module.
Entering system.
Ah, there we go. I think this is it. I think this might be a small habitation module. I am not 100% sure. Obviously, we will check. You know what? Stop. Since we are right here, get out of my seat. I will take care of this promotion ceremony, since we are right here next to the station. I see no reason not to.
Documented.
It's good to see you, friend. Hatikva have been watching your exploits with great interest. There's certainly something worthy of recognition. I'm pleased to present you with a new rank within the Hatikva Free League. Of course, this rank comes with a number of benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we don't have to worry about that. These rewards befit the work you've done. Make the most of them. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations within our community now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, I thank you for your efforts. We look forward to your future accomplishments. Good luck out there.
Thank you very much. And tell you what, since we are in the Pegasus, should we take care of these promotion ceremonies for all the outstanding ones? Manager, we have the, let me see, the Boron and the Taladi. Well, the Borons are quite far away, but I suppose we have nothing better to do. But first, how are we on the drop stuff around here? Do we have any flux capacitors? If we do, I will take a quick... we have a programmable field array. I definitely want to pick that one up because that will cost give us a quite a nice payout. So yeah, tell you what, let's go back to the the Odysseus, and I will quickly scoop up the stuff. Unfortunately, some of the containers timed out, so they lost their contents. I really hope we didn't lose a flux capacitor because of this. I guess we will never know. Anyways, how far are we from the jump gate now? 4.4 kilometers, that's a bit too close. Let's move a little bit further away. Yeah, this will do. As I've said, I would like to remain between 5 and 6 kilometers, so 5.4 will do. Okay, you know what? I really don't want to lose the flux capacitor, so I will remain here. I will not do the promotion ceremonies. I just want to make sure that, you know, the remaining containers will not time out. Okay, then, in the meantime, Grand Exchange, how are you doing? 1.5 million. It's not as fast as I would like, but it is doing okay. Next up, Heretics and... sorry, the Vulture to be more specific. Okay, it is entering Morning Star. After that, it's going to be Heretics and that's it. Okay, and the Reach. Right, we are building the... yeah, this storage next. No, wait, the second one. Yeah, we are building this one next. And then we will have a docking module and then 2 more solar panels. Okay, right. Let me just check to be extra sure. So, yeah, the container being built, then the docking module, and then the energy production. And then... and then the pier. That's the biggest expenditure right now. Well, technically speaking, we should buy cargo drones at this point. How many can we build? We have 70 slots for drones. I think I will buy, I don't know, is there a certain number that I should be going for? Basically, how many drones do we need for each docking port? That is the question that I'm trying to articulate. You know what, for now I will get 10 for each. That's going to be fine, I think. Plus, theoretically, every big transport should come with their own cargo drones. So even if we don't have any, it shouldn't be a big limiting factor. So this is just a bit of extra, I suppose. Anyways, I think, well, the reach have been relatively safe until now. So tell you what, I think I will buy, yeah, 20 repair and 20 defense drones. I think that's going to be okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, not buy, but build, because now that we have these drones, now we actually need to buy the parts for them. So we need 1100 smart chips and 70 drone components. That should be fairly easy. The smart chips are the problematic part. Well, I suppose the vulture should be able to take care of it after it's done with the heretics and delivery. So tell you what, smart chip was 1100. So trade with this one, get 1100. Confirm, and the drone parts. The drone parts are... Now, where can we get drone parts? Well, I suppose let's just search for it. So drone components. We have some seller right here. Well, yeah, I suppose we can buy them from the trading station. Yeah, let's go for it. Trade, and we are looking for drone components. We only need 70. Only 70, please. Thank you. Confirm. And once you are done picking stuff up, can you please deliver them to the reach? And instead of the biggest storage, this one needs to go into the actual station storages. There we go. Confirm. Okay, then how are we doing with the drop stuff? Absolutely nothing. Oh well. Well, they should come through sooner or later, so that's fine. Okay then, how is the Tiberius doing these days? How many runs do you have left? 1, 2, 3 runs. And you are just finishing this current one, so 2 more runs basically. Okay, I suppose we might as well set up the next one. Or should we wait until it's finished and then buy a voucher for it? You know what? Yeah, let's do that. In fact, what I will do is get a bit of extra money from the Grand Exchange Station and buy the voucher right now. And yeah, we are being attacked once again, that's fine. So let's set up a new voucher. Buy ship, medium, and a voucher, please. And this one will be as pimped out as possible. So let me just check something. Travel engines will have a spool up time of 6 seconds. Combat 6 seconds, all around 6 seconds. Okay, well, obviously that means the travel engine Mark III is what we are going to go for. Then I don't know, thrusters. You know what, let's go for the best possible ship. So combat Mark III, obviously shield Mark IIs all around, no weaponry, but I don't think it's really necessary, but you know what, might as well go for the best possible software, even though, as I said, it's not really necessary. And 8 flares, that's fine. And obviously we need to buy a captain, but we will dismiss them pretty much immediately. So this will cost us 1.6 million. Not too bad. I was expecting a bit more. You know what, might as well give it a new paint scheme. Alpha Zone, no, I don't like this one. Kilroy, This one is not too bad. But I don't think so. What about the Foundation X? I don't think this paint scheme fits this ship. What about this 42? Actually, this one looks not too bad. I think I like it. But I think the Kilroy is what I'm going to go for. Yeah. Okay. And obviously, this will be the Tiberius 2. So add to shopping list and confirm order. Okay, for the time being, you know what, might as well, once it's finished, I will send it to Organ Prime. And once the old Tiberius is finished with his current tasks, I will send the pilot over. So yeah, let's see what's next. Grand Exchange Station, good, it's building back the money. Heretics, and here's the Vulture, very good. Shouldn't be too long now, although, yeah, obviously I will run a bit long. I think we will finish things off by starting the construction on the habitation modules. I think that would be a fitting end for this series. Basically, we have started with the Grand Exchange Station and we will end with the Grand Exchange Station. And I think that is kind of fitting. Anyways, the Reach Solar Power Plant, how are you doing? You are building the docking module next, very good, this one. And then it will have the same kind of horizontal solar panels attached to it on the side. Okay, anyways, the Tiberius 2 is finished. You can go ahead and dock at the Organ Wharf for now. Dock and wait. After you are there, I will dismiss the pilot. By the way, how good is the default pilot that we have bought? Yeah, I am not going to lose any sleep over dismissing this guy. That's fine. Okay then. We did get a bit of... Yeah, let's see what's inside these. We had a bit of a battle going on, I heard. And not what we are looking for. Oh well. Let's keep looking. I would love to get my hands on a Theta in this last episode. That would be a very good bow on this little playthrough, I suppose. How many runs do you have left? This is the second to last, right? No, this is the last run. Okay then. That's good. That means that we can switch out the pilot relatively soon. Also, I would have expected the Tiberius to be a lot faster than this. Maybe we want to buy an Organ Travel 2 engine instead. If I want to switch this one out, so upgrade here. If I want to switch this one out, travel engine Organ Mark III, travel speed 1.2 with the Taladi only 1000. So yeah, this would be a lot better, I think. Also, yeah, as it turns out, the Vulture is extremely slow. Wow, I didn't expect this one to be this slow. In fact, this is a lot slower than our Odysseus. Oh well, we're definitely going to switch out the engines once they arrive at the Organ Wharf. It's just going to cost us 1000, that's not too bad. Okay, anything dropped recently? No. So how is the Vulture? You are landing right now, very good. Okay, research will commence any second now. After that, I will hop into the Pegasus and... You know what? No, it's going to take us 10 minutes, so no reason to leave just yet. I want to make sure that we scoop up any flux capacitor that might drop in the meantime, so let's not leave just yet. Okay, so this is theoretically the last delivery of whole parts, right? Let's just make sure. So Tiberius. No, wait. I might have been looking at the Vulture previously, but you know what? I don't mind. Don't buy this last batch of whole parts. Just drop up of the current one. How far is the Tiberius 2? Still quite far away. Yeah, tell you what. You stop right here. Yeah, remove all orders and assignments. I will dismiss the pilot right now, even though it is in deep space, but it shouldn't really matter. So the pilot, fire please. Yes. So the ship has no captain right now. That's fine. The Tiberius one, you are finished. Very good. Information. You work somewhere else for me. Can you please be the captain of the Tiberius 2? Assign. That's it. Good. Okay, so this ship is now captainless. I think at this point, I think I will just sell it. We don't really need to keep it around. Although some of this service crew is pretty okay. You know what? I will not sell them. I will just put them into storage right here in this solar power plant. So that's going to be fine. Okay, I suppose we can just send one of the service crew. That's going to be fine. Yeah, let's do that. So, personal management, captain, sort by skill, and this guy. You can be the new captain of the Tiberius one. Sorry, no, that's not what I wanted. You go back to being the captain, please. And you work somewhere else for me and be the captain of the Tiberius one. Assign. Good. Okay then. I think at this point I will assign the old Tiberius to... Obviously, now that new captain has no more 3-star rating, so it cannot go back to trading. Tell you what, yeah, I suppose I will assign it to the Reach State solar power plant. It can just go around and sell the energy cells. That's going to be fine. So yeah, trade for commander and group alpha. That's fine. Okay, the Tiberius 2, now it should have the 3-star boron captain. Yes, it does. Okay then, let's set up the behavior once again. So, advanced auto trade. And obviously, I want to trade everything except for the very low value stuff. So let me sort these out real quick. Okay, I think that should do it. Obviously, anchor space will be Argon Prime. Confirm. And once again, it has a 0 jump gate, jump distance set for some reason. Maybe we need to reload or something. I'm not sure. Well, anyways, I'm sure it's going to be fine. In fact, maybe we... You know what? Once we reload, it's going to be fine. Okay. Can you please get to work? So... You should start trading any second now. That's fine. Okay then. Anything happened in the meantime? No. We have a heat seeker there, but now it despawned. Okay, we really don't have a lot of xenon coming through now, which I am not very confident that we have exhausted them because obviously they have plenty of resources to go around. So I fear we might be looking at a big fleet assembling. I think that might be a possibility. So we need to be very quick on the trigger if we want to leave immediately if something big comes through. By the way, is that damaged? Odysseus, are you damaged? Yeah, the hull is a little bit damaged. Even if we get hit by something going into the jump gate, they should bounce off the shield, so I don't know where we got this damage from. Oh, right, it was when we were escaping. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind. Okay then, next up. And exchange, yeah, we are building back the money slowly. Heretics End, the research is almost finished, very good. How much left? 2 minutes. Yeah, I think at this point I will jump into the Pegasus. So, tell you what, I don't want to leave the Odysseus here in case a big guy comes through. So tell you what, I will get off the seat. And the Odysseus, can you please park yourself maybe... the reach station doesn't have the docking pier yet. So I don't think that will work. Yeah, you know what? Let's just park ourselves. Yeah, the Organ Wharf should be okay. Okay then, can you please dock right here? Good. Okay, as I've said, I will jump into the Pegasus. Good, and let's start looking for a habitation module. By the time we find one, we should have the research finished. This one looks like the big habitation module, so I am not going to go for that one. That is way too expensive. Let's keep looking. I think this might be the small habitation module. I guess we will see once we get there. So, we can get out of travel mode now. Get into scanning mode and let's take a look. This might be the medium, but who knows. So, is this...
I have concluded the research.
Lovely, exactly what I was hoping for. Can I see a look at all the different modules you have? Maybe not. That's fine. Okay, in that case, let's just assume that this is what we are looking for. Although, you know what? I think we can make sure. Encyclopedia. Can we check the habitation modules? Organ L or M? No, we cannot. I think we can only do this once we have access to it. So yeah, we can only check what we own already. Oh well. Well, I will check what this is by actually going for it. So, I do believe we have 2 or 4 bombs. I'm not quite 100% sure. Let's check. So, this one, and we have... Let's check. Yeah, we have 4 EMP bombs. Good. Okay, I am not going to move too far away from the ship for obvious reasons. Let's deploy 1. And there we go. It is attached and trigger. Let's see. Shouldn't it spawn a lot of signal leaks? It was an EMP bomb, so let's try once again. Attach there, please. There we go. And then you trigger EMP bomb.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
That's fine. There we go. There they are. Let's do it real quick. Okay, that was not lucky. Unfortunately, we didn't get the blueprint yet. There's another one. And there we go. Okay, now, this is an L habitat. Not what we are looking for, obviously. Okay, let's get back into the ship and keep looking. The L habitat is, well, too big for what I had in mind. I want to have an S habitat, so let's keep looking. So apparently, yeah, these two are attached. I thought it was two different buildings, but apparently not. That's fine. Okay then, let's keep looking. Yeah, this one and this one are a single building. This is the large habitation module. We are looking for the small one. And this station doesn't have it. Let's keep going. I think that is the medium one. So once again, not what we are looking for. I think the small one is a lot smaller than this. I think we might need to go into Argon Prime for this. Although I would prefer to do this not on an Argon station. Anyways, we can stop here, so I think this is a medium. What about that one? No, I think that's a medium and a large. Although, let's just take a look on the map. They are pretty far away. What about that one? Oh, that is definitely a large, although this one looks like a medium. Although, no, wait, this one might be a small one. No, this is definitely a medium. Yeah, definitely. The small one is, well, a lot smaller than this. But this one, possible. But you know what? I don't really mind a medium one either. The large one is way too big for our purposes, but I think a medium one might do it. Yeah, this is definitely a medium one, but you know what? Although this might be the small one, I am not sure. No, there we go. S habitat. Exactly. Okay, let's go for it and hope for the best. Okay, I don't think we managed to do this one. Let me just double check. Encyclopedia, blueprints, modules, habit. No, never mind. I didn't pay attention. Apparently, we did manage to steal the blueprints for the S habitation module. Very good. Okay then, in that case, let's escape the area real quick because I don't think the local authorities are very happy with us. So yeah, tell you what, I will set the Grand Exchange as our target. Guidance to object, autopilot on. And while we are going there, I will set up the construction. So, plan build. Basically, what I had in mind for the final station is habitation modules and small organ habitation modules like this. And as it happens, we need exactly 6 of them to have the correct amount of workers to basically have the maximum amount of efficiency out of this station. So copy module there, copy module there, and I will place 6 of these guys. And there we go. Now to build all this, we will need first confirm the changes. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff. In fact, this is going to cost us almost 2 million. Yeah, as I said, these guys don't come cheap, but well, I think the end result would be well worth it. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for it in this episode. So, yeah, if we continue with this save in the next playthrough, obviously we will see this build, but not for now. I think I will park myself on the station and then we can call the episode good. Let's take one last look. So, might as well start researching the defense module hack. I know.
Please gather the required materials.
That's fine. And the Reach solar power plant. Lovely. We are building the last container storage right before we can build a pier. That's fine. I think that one will have to wait until the next series. Also, drone components plus 20. The Tiberius is, yeah, it is auto trading now. Very good. And the Sentinel, the Watcher. Did it drop off the... Only dropped off 50 of the drone components.
Grand exchange.
Wait. Logical overview. Oh, okay, I think we had an extra delivery of 50 drone components. Don't worry, they will come in handy later because as we build more modules, we will increase the drone capacity, so that 50 extra drone components will come in handy. Anyways, the Watcher, yeah, I suppose you can keep working for... You know what, yeah, I think I will attach it to the Grand Exchange, the Reach station. So we can keep selling the energy cells, that's fine. So not everybody will have to come to us, sometimes we will go to them, that's fine. Okay, I think at this point we are pretty much good. Yeah, the Odysseus is docked at the wharf. I specifically didn't want to attach it to the Argon shipyard because then it would take up one of the... it will not necessarily do so, but sometimes it could park itself into one of the building modules, and I want to make sure that those are clear, so if the Argon needs to build more ships, they are able to do so. Anyways, I think we are done for now. Yeah, I think so. So, one last look. Very good. Grand Exchange Station is building back its resources. I suppose I will claw back a bit of money and accept the estimate for the construction. There we go. Okay, I will give, you know what, I will not give the money back, that's fine. I will keep some money for the Tiberius to trade with. There we go, now we are buying the resources. Very good. Okay, so as I said, I think we will end the series right here. At this point, it is basically just a waiting game. We are waiting for money to come in so we can build more, and once we are built up enough, we can take the fight to the Xenon. So yeah, at this point I don't think I can add a lot of interest to the series, so we might as well end here. I believe all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.